Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. This is September's energy forecast, which is kind of funny because we are already, I won't say deep into September, but we are well into September already. We just went through the full moon, which was part of a partial lunar eclipse, and that kicked my booty. So, so that's part of the reason why I wasn't here sooner. What I'm going to start off doing for you for September is I'm going to show you crystals that can support your energy for the month. That's going to kind of give us some background information on what to expect for this month. And also I'm going to pull cards from some crazy and wild oracle card decks that I have with me. Let's get started. So if you are interested in crystals, I'm going to talk about crystals. I'm going to talk about Amanda Ellis sprays if you use those. Let's go ahead and let me start with the first crystal that came through, and let me show you this because so this is azurite. Azurite is the blue portion of this crystal, but check it out. I pulled a second card also for azurite. So this color is important for this month. That dark blue color. And look, here's a second crystal. So we have azurite and we have sodalite. So these are both dark blue crystals. Let me show you mine. The dark blue is going to tie back into your throat chakra. This makes sense because my business partner Susan and I, we've been getting lots of messages about the importance of the throat chakra right now. If you are interested in getting a throat chakra healing, we have that service available also right now. If you don't have azurite, because it's kind of a weird, it's kind of a less common crystal. If you don't have azurite, if you don't have sodalite, because even though sodalite's really common, I don't have any sodalite. I think the only sodalite I have is a skull, and now that I remembered it, I didn't grab it. If you don't have those, grab lapis lazuli. Grab another crystal that's in that dark blue color, because even though the energies aren't perfectly the same exact characteristics as azurite or sodalite, it's still going to support your throat chakra. If you use Amanda Ellis sprays, you can use the aquamarine throat chakra spray in place of the crystals, if that's what you would like to do. Where to begin? Just going to keep going down the line. Rose quartz. Everyone should have this. Everyone should have this. This is a go-to crystal for nurturing, for love, for gentleness, for compassion. This ties into your heart chakra. And so I have two sprays for you. So you could either use them and I don't think you can read that. This is, I think this is Pink Lotus. Yeah, Pink Lotus, heart chakra. You could use this one, or you could use Rose, Inner Child. If you have either of those sprays, that'll work. Or if you have rose quartz in any form. So whenever whenever we're getting rose quartz as one of our crystals for the month, it makes me feel like, okay, there might be some emotions going on there that we need some soothing, we need some comfort, right? Because that's what we're going at. We're going at the heart chakra. Let me show you another one. And I have so many crystals, and I have not organized this. I jumped onto this video really quickly, so nothing's organized. So if you see me digging all over for stuff, that's why. All right, selenite. Selenite is one of the crystals for this month. Selenite is the let's clear the space. Let's reset everything. Selenite is the crystal equivalent of sage. So if you have like white sage at home, you could burn white sage, and that's the equivalent of selenite. Just like, if you have a crystal and you want to clear the energy of the crystal, right, in case it's absorbed anything that's a lower vibration, you can, put it with some selenite and that'll clear it. Or you could sage it and that'll clear it. So it's the same thing. Normally it comes in sticks like this, but not with the rainbow colors. This is just, I like colors, so I got a rainbowy one. But normally they're just white, come in lots of different forms. Selenite, for it to want to clear our energy, this again is kind of tipping us off that we might be in like an emotional month. Because when we dip into grief, when we dip into sadness or anger, it lowers our vibration naturally, which means we're more susceptible to those lower frequency energies. And so selenite or sage are a good way to clear those while you go through your natural process of having to lower your vibration in order to process things. If you use Amanda Ellis's sprays, I would say you could use pure white, or she also has like a sage spray, which I don't have because I like the real sage. Why haven't I been spraying these? Let's start with the white. Let's go to the throat. And let's go to the heart with these two. There we go. Okay. Another crystal for you. You can see this, it's off to the side. Flower agate. Oh my god. It says throat chakra, which is weird because it's hard to find a blue one, but that does say throat chakra. So I didn't realize that. So that's validation for what I said earlier. Let me show you mine. So flower agate comes in so many different colors that there is absolutely no way that I could show you every color that it comes in. This is my favorite, the kind of like the greenish blue color. Agate is about balance and harmony. So well, two things. One, reference throat chakra, even though we already talked about throat chakra. For balance, this is the equivalent that I would recommend if you don't have agate. Get Archangel Raphael, balance, and harmony. This is the energetic equivalent. And so again, look, we have the rose quartz colors, and we have the agate color, and so they're both supporting your heart. So we got a lot of emphasis on the throat and the heart chakra so far, and I guess the crown too, maybe because the white. Here is the last crystal, I believe. Here's the last crystal I want to talk to you about. This is fluorite. So fluorite, as you can, this is a rainbow fluorite in the picture. So you can see in the picture, it's white, it's purple, it's blue. I love fluorite. Fluorite is one of those crystals, because it comes in so many different colors, it has a lot of, there's a big capacity there for it to support you in a lot of different ways. You should have fluorite. If you love crystals, you should have a piece of fluorite somewhere, because it's like quartz. It's like quartz. Like you should have a piece because it's going to support you. And I should mention, these two have quartz on top of the fluorite, and that's what's making it like ultra super sparkly. Normally it just kind of comes more like, more like that. But it doesn't matter if you get a piece of fluorite that has quartz on it, that doesn't have quartz on it, that has, like this one has pyrite on it. It doesn't matter. It's very healing, is what I'm going to say. The fact that it comes in the purple, the blue, and the green, it's tying back into like those peacock colors. And this is not fluorite, by the way. I want to say this is like chalcopyrite. I just want to show you this one because of the colors. This is kind of like that peacock color. So even if you don't have fluorite, pull in some of these peacock colors in your wardrobe or however you can pull them in. And that also can support you. And again, we're talking about throat, right? Blue, green is your heart. And we got either like, third eye / crown area for the purple. Look at the sprays that are being recommended. We have teal. This is for your Alta Major chakra. Alta Major chakra's back here. Look at this. I don't think I've ever recommended this one to you guys ever. This is the third eye. So we got third eye, we got Alta Major chakra, and then we have lavender for the purple soul star chakra. So any of those are going to work for you. Honestly, if you have any sprays that are pink, blue, purple, green, those are all going to support you this month. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you have any crystals, those colors is going to support you this month. Let's pull some of these cards. I have decks that I've used before with you, and I have decks that I have never used with you. And I haven't pulled anything in advance, and I don't know what's coming out. Let me see where he wants to start. I have 4 decks. What I do know is that we just had an eclipse, and we are going to have another eclipse. There are 2 eclipses this month. We are in the middle of 2 eclipses, and it's kind of expect the unexpected for this time period in between the 2 eclipses. And it's because of what those 2 eclipses are being used to do for humanity and for us as individuals. So it's all about transforming us. It's all about, there's so many layers to this because we have the 2 eclipses. We also have the fact that we are now in the 999 energies, right? We are approaching September 9th, 2025, which 2025 is a 9-year. So this is like the entire energy of this year has kind of been building to this point. And so it's going to kind of feel like that to a lot of people. And so the energies going on right now might be impacting you in very intense ways that you might not even be recognizing. So this could be physical pains. This could be emotional. This could be things coming up from the past. This could be problems coming up that maybe you thought they were under control, but no, they are not. This could be extreme fatigue. I know for myself, just coming up on this full moon with the eclipse energies, I've been spending a lot of time laying down. I've been taking long naps and not feeling refreshed whatsoever. I am not a napping person. Naps sound wonderful, but I'm not the kind of person that can just kind of chill out and nap. I like to do, go when it's, daytime hours. But I've just been, I was grounded basically. I was more or less on the couch for 3 days building up to the eclipse. Once we got on the day of the eclipse, okay, I'm still a little tired. I'm still a little tired today, but I'm fine. And so this is how my body is reacting. Your body might not react with fatigue. Your body might react with fear, with worry, with other things. So just kind of keep these all in mind. Let me see. Do I need to go in a certain order? One at a time. Okay. I'm just going to show you these cards in order. So this is Archangel Michael. We have card number 22, which is a Master Builder number. Master Builder, and it says piercing through pain. And check it out. So in this picture, we have Archangel Michael, who is like, sobbing, weeping. So Archangel Michael is the archangel who supports us all for certain events. And so he will support us when we are depressed or anxious, when we have like the fears and the worries going on. Archangel Michael is the one who comes up beside us, and he's our comforter, and he's the one who's trying to heal us and encourage us to raise up our vibration and to see our situation clearly. Now, if you're sad and you see the situation clearly, you're like, you know what? So and so passed away. I'm really upset by this. I miss them, and you're crying, and you're on your pathway with your grief. That's one thing, right? It's when we go into an emotion and we get lost in it and we don't know our way out. That's when Archangel Michael's like, no, 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 no. Like, you need to feel this, but you don't need to be consumed by this, because this is a temporary experience that you're going through. The fact that we have that Master Builder number 22, this is going to be referencing people who need to feel those emotions in order to lay a stronger foundation for their life. Because if you're holding on to grief, you can't have a strong foundation, because you know things that go on in your life that are very benign and very not meant to harm you are going to start feeling like they're coming for you, and it's because you have this wounding that needs to be expressed still. Let's see what else we have. Oh, hey, we're getting all the archangels. We have Gabriel here, and I think it says signal of strength. It's written in reverse to me, so I can't see it as clearly. So we have Archangel Gabriel, signal of strength, and Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of messages. And so if you are a channeler, which I believe every single person watching this absolutely has the capacity to channel, and I believe everyone who's not watching this has the capacity to channel archangels or any guide that you'd like. Archangel Gabriel, if you're a channeler like this, where the messages come in and you're verbalizing them, that's Archangel Gabriel or Gabrielle who's working with you. So this is tied into the throat chakra based on who this is, based on who Archangel Gabriel is, a signal of strength. And look at the coloring they did for Gabriel, all blue. So to regain our strength as individuals, we need to make sure that there's nothing holding back our self-expression, which is so common for us to do. Yeah, look at this one. We have Cassiel, Sacred Lamentation. And so this is the exact same energy as that Archangel Michael card. We have an angel who's crying, and it's being referenced as sacred. It's being referenced as where you need to go in order to be able to move forward effectively on your path. So don't feel like you're being sidetracked when you need to stop or slow down in order to be introspective or to give yourself time to heal or process events from your life. Okay, they gave me some weird cards, so let me see if I can tune into these. This says the realm of virtues. Okay, virtues is a type of angel, just like archangels are a type of angel. And it says such great heights. Okay. So you see the reference we have to grieving and these lower energies, and now we have a reference to such great heights, these higher energies. You can expect both in September. You can expect beautiful moments, uh, revelations, moments that are wonderful to experience. Uh, but then you can also expect that the flip side of that is also going to be calling to you in order to have a balance in your energy. Um, these two cards almost feel similar. So I'm just reading the energy off of the cards. I'm not telling you, what these cards are if I was to look into the book for this. So this says the Watchers, and this says Renegade Redemption. And Semia says, oh shoot, look at the number on this. 37. Okay, that's interesting. And the message down here was tell a vision. So 37, I've made a video on this somewhat recently. 37 is a number that was brought to my attention by the cosmic dragon form of El Moria, who is known as an ascended master in that form. He told me that it's like a secret of the universe. It's it's a piece of wisdom that if it's used is like magic. And so the 3 is representative of magic or manifestation. The 7 is representative of divine wisdom. And so when we take a piece of divine wisdom and we believe it and we live by it, we manifest that truth. And that's kind of the best way I can kind of like quickly try to explain that. So we have that number. So, okay, you know what this is? So the month of September, so you'll see there's a lot of eyes here. We're talking about watching, we have a bunch of eyes here. It's the opposite. The month of September is not about you being a bystander. It's not about you observing what's going on. This is not the right time for that. This is time for you to, um, you mean, like briefly observe the situation in order to figure out the best reaction or response or action, and then do that. So you'll want to, yeah, you want to make sure you have movement in your energy, which is what happens whenever we pick up the phone and make a phone call, or we create something and put it out in the world, or we, anytime you're doing, right? It's that divine masculine. It's not that we need to be running hard all month long, because we don't, but in order to take advantage of the energies and heal things and have a redeem some of these things we're trying to redeem in order to close out cycles, because we're in the 9 month, in the 9 year, really close to the 9 day. We're going to need to take some action to get there. We can't just be bystanders and just kind of watch and observe our lives and expect things to change and come to us. The farmer can't sit in his house and look out the window and wait for the crops to grow. We got to go out there. We got to go plant the seeds. Okay, that is this deck. So let me put this away. While I do this, um, what is today? I should say probably congratulations to all of you who decided to get the Portal Day Amplifier service. By the time this video goes live, it will probably be Portal Day. It will probably be Portal Day. So that'll be the first of 3 days where you have that energetic work done. I'm going to pull cards from this guy next. This is Galactic Heritage cards, and I'm sorry I'm like flashing it really quickly at you guys. Trying to make this video not super long, but super full of information. Okay, let me put some cards down. Okay. I think I'm gonna pull all of these and then read them as a collective grouping of cards, if I can. Is that what you want? Okay. So look what we have coming up right on the top. We have survival fears. And you can ignore, I don't know if we're talking, I don't think we're dealing with Zeta Reticuli necessarily or the past. Although I suppose your past could be the reason you have survival fears, right? Past lifetimes. Um, I can't read these all together. Who am I kidding? I'm like looking at all these. Okay. So again, if you're having emotions come up, if you're recognizing instabilities in that root chakra where you have your fears and your worries, address those because they're coming up right now so you can close out that cycle. So just be aware of yourself. Become, be practice getting to know yourself better and better. Practice observing yourself and observing how you feel. Because when we go on autopilot, we overlook these things that are going on. And it's all these subtle shifts in us that are huge. We need to know when we subtly shift over and someone's kind of offended us, or we're starting to get angry, or we're starting to get anxious. We need to be able to recognize those subtle shifts in our energy so that we can correct our thought process and take deep breaths and put ourselves in the place we want to be versus, you know, not paying attention to the emotions and just letting the emotions pull us down this pathway. And now we are enraged. And now we are, and now we're very angry with this person and we don't want a, relationship with them. Or now we're afraid and that's causing a block in our life. We can catch these emotions early on if we learn to pay attention to our own energies. Got renewed hope. Renewed hope. And this is how, hey, we have Zeta Reticuli on here again, but that doesn't matter. And look, we have the green color too. Renewed hope in the green color. So hope is important to have that and be aware of that always, because we like to go into those lower energies where it feels hopeless. It feels like the problems can't be solved. It feels like we don't have the tools we need to solve the problems. And we can get stuck in that place. And that is almost like when you go into that place of hopelessness, that's almost like the free pass for you to do nothing. It's like, well, I can't do anything because if I do, it's not going to work. It's not going to fix it. If you are in that energy in any area of your life, recognize it right now. Recognize it right now and recognize that you are telling yourself a lie, that demonic energies are encouraging you to believe this. It's not true. To have hope means you recognize that no matter how difficult your circumstances are, or no matter how your emotions feel in that moment, you recognize that everything that's going on around you is being done for your greatest and highest good. And so you continue to move forward, holding that truth, holding that divine wisdom. Put this down. We have initiation and ceremony. Okay. So, and it's kind of interesting too, because 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 is like an initiation number also, or 1 is an initiation number. So we got future here. So what we resolve now, what we heal now in September, what we address now, what we choose to see now, what we allow ourselves to see that maybe has always been there, but just now the truth is being illuminated to us. Those things, the changes that you allow to take place in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your physical world, all of those are the seeds that you are planting right now that you will see creating a new and better future for you later on down the line. We're so used to, like, instant gratification, and so we might do something during the day. We might say something during the day, right? Somebody made us angry, and instead of responding angry, we like took some deep breaths and we got our head clear, and then we just responded the way we wanted to respond. And that little act is very unseen by the world, right? That other person doesn't know you had to take deep breaths to do that. No one else knows what happened. You know, but no one else knows, right? But something like that, so little. What if you just closed out a cycle? What if you just finally balanced your karma with that person? What if you just healed a trauma? I don't know. But what I'm telling you is that we don't recognize the immense uh, consequences of very tiny actions. So don't feel like, oh, yeah, I haven't done anything to close out a cycle. Maybe you have. Like, you don't know because things are so intricately woven. Your whole life is so choreographed and you just have no idea, right? You're like, well, I just randomly bumped into that person. No, you didn't. Nothing is random. Every single opportunity in the form of irritation or anything else, every single interaction we have, it's an opportunity moment. And we get to decide how we react, right? And how we react matters to our soul for the long term, even though we normally don't think about that during our moments. Way showing. Yeah, way showing to the future. This is like all the stuff we're talking about, right? Well, I'm showing you the way to have a different future that is better for you, right? And so you too, all of you may also be way showers. You may be the one that other people in your life are looking to see how are you responding. When everyone else gets caught up in the family drama and everyone else is making judgments, how do you respond? Are you showing others a different way that leads to a better outcome? We have to have a lot of strength in who we are, and you have to have a clear throat chakra, and you have to have a healed heart in order to show that way, which is probably why we're doing heart and throat this month. And then this last card from this deck says, seeing the one with future. Ah, look at that. So it's almost like, all of us are individuals, right? But really, we're all part of the one. And that is hopefully, I shouldn't say hopefully, that is the future of the earth. Hopefully, it happens soon, but we don't get to be in charge of when that happens so much. But that's hard coded for Earth's future, where we live in a higher frequency, where we see suffering or need in another and we treat it like it is suffering or need within ourselves. So, in this world that we are all building, in this 5D Earth that we're all trying to build, no one is left behind. No one is not good enough to join. No one is the wrong race or from the wrong country. No one is the wrong political persuasion. In the 5D world, we love each other in the same way we love ourselves. Where we're at right now is that we are trying to learn how to love ourselves, because that's that's where we are on Earth. Earth has not figured this out yet. So we have to learn how to love ourselves and be compassionate and good to ourselves so that we can learn how to do that with others, so that others can observe that and go, oh, hey, I want to do that too. This is cool. They showed me how this looks. Right now, we don't know how it looks because no one's really doing it, right? All of you watching this video, you are helping to build this new foundation on Earth. And the more you heal yourself and become aware of yourself, the faster we will all get there, right? We all have to be in charge of ourselves. Okay, let me pull cards from this deck, which I've done before. This is tarot, which I don't really read tarot cards. So either, I guess here's what, I'll probably just read the energy on it unless they're giving me something really crazy. I have 2 cards. Let's see what else I can get. Four cards. Do you want me to get more? No. Okay. Put these away that we aren't using. Let's see what we were given. Oh my goodness, things I don't know what they are. Oh, snap. Okay, I know what this one is. Okay, the Tower card. If you know nothing else in tarot, you might still know the the Tower card. The Tower card is maybe it's famous because it's kind of seen as like a little bit of a destructive energy, right? We have the lightning and the storm and the fire and the people falling out the tower into the thorns, probably. But the reason the Tower card is destructive is for a good purpose. It's destructive in order to destroy the lies, the illusions, and the weak foundations that we have built for ourselves. So it comes in like this with the sledgehammer, and it just trashes everything that is trash. So the Tower card is considered like a more volatile energy, and so I feel like that's really consistent with September. Not everyone is going to have a Tower moment. A Tower moment is normally like a life event. A Tower moment is like, wow, I cannot stay in this job any longer. I have to go right now, or I have to get out of this relationship, or whatever. It's normally that turning point moment. And so you might be having these on a life event scale, or you might be having this on a smaller level where you go, oh my gosh, I have a problem with drinking, or I really can't eat like this anymore. I really got to change my diet. Or, it can be anything. It's a turning point. It's seeing clearly all of a sudden and going, oh, that's not what I want. This has to change. So that's going on in September. Let me read about these other. Well, maybe I'll even look at that one. Let me pull up these other two cards. Well, three. I have 7 of Wands that I already showed you, which I was like, they're gonna come through with their sledgehammer and do all this. Yeah. And so endurance, attack, fighting for beliefs, perseverance, mounting a defense. So this is letting you know there are going to be periods of time where the energies feel difficult. Persevere. I'm going to show you this one. So this is 9 of Swords. And there we go. 9 of Swords, it says anxiety, terror, nightmares, obsession, insomnia. Okay, so are you making decisions from your anxiety or from your fear? If you are making decisions from the anxiety or fear, those are probably going to be something that comes to your attention this month. Nightmares can be a more gentle way to bring our attention to things that we are worried about or fearful about that maybe we aren't consciously aware of. So that might be going on for some of you. Insomnia is a sign of anxiety that's gotten out of control. And then obsession, if you think of like obsessive and compulsive behaviors, like clinically obsessive and compulsive behaviors, the root of that is anxiety and fear. And so the obsession and the compulsion, the obsession is like, I need to do this thing to stop the anxiety, to fix the anxiety, and the compulsion is you carrying out that whatever that is, checking the oven, checking the door locks, whatever it is, and then it's supposed to make you feel better, so the anxiety goes away. If you are struggling with fears and worries that have gotten out of control, start looking for what you need to do to help support yourself more. And honestly, some of you have been dealing with these things for years. And so you've already been trying your best, I'm sure. But remember that redemption card we had that I put away? We had that redemption card, and it's about recovery. It's about turning the corner. It's about doing something that allows you to finally let go of what's not helping you and not serving you so that you can build the strong foundation again. So if you are struggling with anxiety, if you are struggling with insomnia and you're like, I don't struggle with anxiety, but I can't sleep. You have anxiety, you're just not in tune with what you are afraid of, what you are worried about. It's tied to that unless there's like a medication you're on that's giving you that response. For some people, acceptance is going to be the answer for you. So maybe you're worried about what you want to control that you can't control, right? You're worried about the decisions your spouse is making or your mother is making. So for some of us, letting that go or accepting that we can't control everything is going to be part of your healing. For some people, having hope is going to be part of your healing because you might feel like like I said before, this can never change. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Everything can evolve and be better than it is now. Everything. Some people might need to consider accepting help. And so this might be going to a therapist. This might be getting energetic healing. This might be seeking out an acupuncturist or a homeopath or a Western medicine doctor. If here's the thing, if you are struggling day to day with something like that, where every single day it's holding you back. The more open you are to solutions from all areas, the more likely you are to get the help that you need more quickly. Now, if you are getting like medication, if you're getting, I don't know, if you're getting like herbal teas or things that are trying to um, calm you down and give you clarity, that's a lot of people don't like that idea because they're like, ah, it's like, it's like a band-aid, right? And it is a band-aid, right? It's going to make your life more manageable while you take the time that you need to truly heal that underlying emotional issue. It's nearly impossible to heal that underlying trauma or traumas while you are in fight or flight. What, you know, all you can think about is survival. All you can think about is whatever's causing you the anxiety. You cannot possibly consider what the root cause of it is in that moment. And so you need something to help give you that clarity so that you can do the work to heal the root cause. Okay. I went really far off on this, but several somebodies needed to hear that, or else they wouldn't have had me go there. Okay. Let's do the last card deck. Oh, okay. Is that, sorry, everything's reversed to me right now. So I record my messages to all of you, and then I have to I have to reverse it because the way I record, like I can see myself, but it makes all the words backwards to me when I'm looking in the camera. Okay. Let's see what archetypes we have for September. And this is a really cool deck. This woman has a couple, Kim Kranz. She does a couple different decks, and she is just spot on. That woman is channeling. I wish she had like 100 decks. Okay. You know what's interesting is he gave me 4 cards. He doesn't normally do 4. I feel like he keeps doing the number 4. Ooh, okay. Shoot, I don't even know what these are. Let's see if I can figure this out. So we have the warrior. Oh, and we have the snake and the rainbow. Okay, so we're in a snake year. Remember this. We're in the year of the snake, the year of transformation. And we have the rainbow. Okay, so check this out. So we have the skull, right? Which I'm just going to take as like the symbol of death, the symbol of something ending. But the snake says, no, nothing. We're not over. Nothing's done. Nothing's through. There's always hope. There's always a new beginning. There's a storm, and after the storm comes the rainbow. We're in a cycle, and we keep going around. So the warrior, this is going to be, again, it's going back to that perseverance and that warrior mentality of it's not over. It's never over. I'm going to keep going. Let's see what else we have here. We have the castle. And if you have this deck or if you get this deck, she's got beautiful descriptions in her book, but I'm reading off of the energy of what I see. Okay. Okay. So, check out, we got the green color around the outside. We've got a pink rose on this card. So, pink rose is like it's like the heart, right? It's like the unfolding of the heart. And we have that green color. So let's think about this. So in this picture, it's really hard to see, but this is a closed eye, and she's got like pretty jewels along her eye, but that's a closed eye. So, where in your life are you kind of turning a blind eye? Where in your life are your eyes closed because you want the castle, you want the fairy tale, you want the happily ever after, but you're forcing it? It's not what's truly there. It's something that you're creating in your mind because you're not willing to look at something that needs to be looked at. And this is emotional. It goes back to your heart chakra, or we wouldn't have the green and the pink, and we just did all the green and the pink sprays. So this might be a wound from your childhood, but being the warrior, or being brave and courageous enough to open your eyes to see the truth and to let the truth inform you, that's going to heal you. So this is an important message for several people out there. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. This is the third card, the gem. And you see we have kind of like this messy nest, and we have this beautiful gem in it. And so this is kind of representative of our entire lives. Whatever difficult situation you are in, that's this. That is the dark. That's the darkness. That is the chaos. That is the messiness of everything you see. And we need to, well, one, we need to open our eyes, right? We need to be willing to look at what's messy. Two, once we see what a mess it is, we need to be like, you know what? This is cool because this serves a purpose, and I'm gonna get through this, and this is gonna be fine. And at the end is a rainbow. It's gonna be more than fine once I get through this. So then we start sifting through this mess in order to figure out why. What do I need to learn? What do I need to understand? What can I take away from this? Yes, it's like the tower, right? Like everything is destroyed, everything is it from all, if you cover that up. If you're just looking at it casually, you're like, this is chaos, this is a mess, this is horrible. But look at it with your spiritual eyes. Look closer. Sift through the mess. There is something beautiful there. And the beautiful gem that is there waiting for you, this is your wisdom, this is understanding. This is not something that every person can see. Most people will look at that situation and they'll say, what a mess. What a mess. What a shame. What a mess. But you are not like every other person. You can open your eyes in a way they can't. You can look at that mess and you can find the understanding that you didn't have before that situation. And that additional understanding, that additional wisdom, is what leads you to be more loving, more compassionate, and more qualified to show the rest of the world the way to this 5D earth. We have to look for the divine gemstones amongst the 3D messes of our lives, because nothing is accidental. This is the last card. I have no idea what this means. The stone. I'm just going to read from her book because, oh gosh, if I can find it. So that's probably the only thing that's not good about her book, is that it's organized like pure chaos. Oh, there it is. Okay. The stone. The eternal, the anchor, the rock. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so that no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Okay, so this is like the agate. The agate was about balance. The Archangel Raphael spray was about balance and harmony. The stone is about stillness, quiet, and peace. And using those to resolve what is ailing you, is what she said. Yeah, and look at this. It's like the stone, it's so basic, it's so humble, but it's the act of being the stone, right? The act of the stillness is sacred. We have all this sacred geometry. It unlocks divine things that cannot be unlocked in any other way. So, for balance this month, we're talking about balancing inaction. We're talking about balancing stillness with action, because I told you earlier, if you're merely observing your life, if you're not doing the thing, then you're going to miss opportunities. So make sure you're moving forward however you need to move forward. But make sure you're taking time to be still so that you can clear your energy and clear your trauma, just like selenite, right? Helping you kind of clear your energy by being still. And then it's because your guides will come up to you and they will literally like pull trauma out of your body to support you. Okay. I hope all of you are doing all right out there. I feel like this is where I want to stop this video, since we're getting so close to an hour at this point. This is everything. Hopefully I continue to make videos. You know what? This is interesting. I'm trying to learn to balance my life. I literally am. I'm literally trying to balance my 3D world against my very divine job. And so I'm learning right now, because it's easy for me to go all here or all there. But that's not what I need, right? I need both. And it's two very different worlds for me. And so while I'm learning to balance all of the aspects of my life, I'm doing a little bit of misstepping also. And so I've stepped away a little bit more from my videos for sure, and my writing for sure, while I've been tending to my physical world. That will come back into balance. This is a temporary cyclical thing for me to get a better foundation, right? Things have to fall apart and things have to be put back together in my physical world so that I can move forward in a better way. So that's what's happening. And that's probably what's happening for you too, in ways that you probably already notice. Okay, this is everything that I have for you. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.